Ugh.
God, why?
Your powder muffin? God damn it. It could have been worse. It could have been powder muffin.
Yeah.
It could have been yellow muffin or something.
Oh yeah. I never mentioned before that you have to fight another devil to get another 4-star. And, I don't know why. It's the same exact boss. Same pattern. Same stupid solution. Same 2 little platforms there that don't serve any purpose.
I think my, speaking of, like, strange names for things that are come about just out of the need to have a name.
Yeah.
I think, like, my Steam account name is, Pickle Farmer. So.
Oh yeah, Pickle Farmer.
That would have been a good name for this.
Yeah.
Didn't think of it, though.
Pickle Farmer Let's Plays. I can clip through this guy's head for some reason.
So it's looking like
I'm inside your cranium. How do you feel about that?
Get out of my head.
Get out of my head, I'm a devil. I don't deserve this. I'm just a devil.
I'm just a devil. I don't know nothing.
Why is everything a devil in Asia, anyway?
I don't know. Why?
Oh yeah, I brought that up last time.
At this exact point, I think.
This exact point. And these rolly bird things.
Wow, look at those birds rolling around.
They're the precursor to Sonic the Hedgehog.
They are. You know that Sonic was originally a blue jay. He was a blue bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the initial stages of development.
Yeah. On the NES.
Yeah. On the NES.
Imagine how a Sonic game would work out in the NES. I get this. I know,
It'd be really shoddy.
I get this feeling that there's some homebrew movement to actually make a Sonic game on NES hardware. That'd be great. Is anybody working on that to try to do it on NES?
Oh yeah. Whoa. Oh.
I know there's gonna be a remake, like a fan remake of Sonic 2 in the original stage order.
Oh yeah.
Like originally it wasn't Emerald Hill and then Chemical Plant.
Oh yeah.
Like didn't that always feel weird to you? How Chemical Plant was right after, like Emerald.
I guess so.
Like, why did they go straight? Well, that's because it's not right. It was originally different.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, the fan remake is gonna apparently be in the original stage order.
Oh,
with,
almost.
With like the deleted stages that weren't used, and with the original demo music from the Masa, whoever this guy was, Japanese guy. They just call him Masa.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, his original tracks for the game before they got down mixed into whatever the Genesis was going to use on that old Yamaha sound chip, wherever the hell it uses. Forget.
Oh no! I gotta help this person.
Yeah. Anyway, check that out. Just go to some website to check it out.
Yeah,
you can probably find it. It's pretty easily.
Go to http://www.google.com/ and search it up.
Yeah. If you've ever used Google, it's very intuitive of finding what you want.
Yeah.
It really is.
I've never used it. But...
No. I've heard that it's pretty good. So you should be able to find what I'm talking about by typing in like Sonic 2 remake or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever like tried to use like Bing or something like that, and then finally realized the difference of why Google is great? Like,
what do you mean?
You know the Bing search engine?
Yeah. For
like the Microsoft-owned.
I never used it enough to realize how terrible it is.
Well, I have an old person in the home, and they fall for all Microsoft's tricks constantly. You know the things where Microsoft will basically hijack your computer with toolbars and shit and make sure you need to use Internet Explorer to do anything.
Oh, yeah.
And constantly installing its own search tools and all these other dastardly things they like to do. And I've ended up on the upstairs PC that they use, trying to search for something and realize halfway through I'm in Bing. When I start seeing weird ads, I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, the first few results are clearly, like, hit farms to get, like, you to download some spyware. Are you gonna go through that door?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I was listening to your story.
Oh.
I usually don't.
Sorry to say, I usually don't pay attention to anything you're... Well, sometimes I play, and I gotta talk. And that wall snake.
Wait, which door do I... Yeah, I found out last time that picking the wrong door will take you through a loop of the same area you went through. And, yeah, the lower one's the right one on that one.
Much like the last stages in Mario Bros.
Yes.
How fascinating. And I'm sure many other games since.
Yeah. Oh, there goes my body.
Oh.
My body had a body enhancement too when that failed.
Speaking of body, what do you think about E3 coming up this year? What are you waiting for?
Oh, I'm waiting for things. Just something to happen.
Pikmin 3, maybe?
Pikmin 3. Pikmin 3 is one of those things that you don't really give up on, but just, I'm not anticipating it.
It's like the Mother 3 translation, the official one.
Yeah.
But just kind of sitting around. Maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. The fan translation was really good, but still, it's not an actual release. If they just kind of buckle down and do something. Sometimes Nintendo's shitty like that with localizing things. Like with Xenoblade, the last story, and all those things. They just flat out said they had no intention of doing anything with it. After, like, so much demand and so many petitions and so many Facebook pages.
Yeah. Speaking of Facebook pages, as much as I wanted it to happen, I thought it was retarded how drawn out the announcement for the PC version of Dark Souls was.
Everyone just kind of knew it was happening.
Yeah.
And it's gonna happen.
You knew it was
tomorrow.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing they could possibly announce that was such a big deal. So.
And now it uses games for Windows Live, and it's a straight port.
Yeah.
They basically said it wasn't going to have any tuning to use a mouse. Well, I mean, sure you could use a mouse, but it's probably going to have tons of input lag and things like that. Those console ports on PCs tend to have. So, buy it if you want to, I guess, everybody. Well, realistically, you should have played Dark Souls and had it finished like twice, like months ago. So, and moving on to greater things like Xexyz and the NES.
Yeah.
Xexyz on the NES. It's excellent.
Check it out. Check it out by watching this video.
Go out and buy it. It should be in a store near you.
Yeah. Welcome to the ice shop. What would you like to buy? Robots don't use punctuation, apparently.
No, well, why would they have to?
I guess so. Yeah.
Since Apollo's probably a man-bot, he like understands like how to punctuate things in his brain afterwards, so he can just listen to things in a string of conversation and then chop it up in his brain. He has Audacity in his mind.
Yeah. Oh yeah, here's the hard boss I can't beat. Look forward to that. Because I've been doing great so far. And we fell silent around this time too. That's pretty cool.
Makes you wonder.
Is it all just is it all staged?
Is it all just a dream cast? Are we playing this on a Dreamcast? You don't know. The Dreamcast is a haven for homebrew shit. I think there is a disc with like a SNES emulator made for Dreamcast.
Oh yeah.
That you can load ROMs onto the disc when you're burning it, and then play them on the Dreamcast. I think it exists. Not that I have it.
Anyway, see that bug thing in the corner?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better to just, like, as soon as they come on screen, these are one of these enemies that don't, start doing anything until, you get close, but, yeah, they're really dangerous if you do, and, they'll just ram into you, and it's hard to dodge. So, that's what I'm not doing right now. Just, drawing aggro on those enemies.
I love all this lingo.
Shit. Right, this flying saucer to the boss's room. Okay.
My son.
See his
Thanks,
water?
Poseidon. Okay, see if we can do this first try.
He has so much health. You have to shoot him so many times. It's crazy. You can shoot that eye too, but it's not. You never know if you're gonna actually destroy it. Sometimes just walls you in. Whatever.
Sounds wonderful.
It's harder than the boss after this, anyway.
I'll have to check this out when it's released. What's it called again? Xexyz?
Xexyz for the NES.
Buy it at a Walmart near you.
Buy at Walmart. Jam it in. Boot it up. Enjoy.
I'm Hudson from Hudson Soft.
I'm Hudson from Hudson Soft. John Hudson. Man, there are a lot of people named John. You ever notice that?
Yeah.
Everyone is named John.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
You can always just strike out a conversation with someone pretending you know someone named John.
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh, John.
John, yeah.
Yeah. He's my
I
uncle.
know John. He's my uncle and my cousin.
What? And my brother. And my son.
And me.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm John.
Speaking
Oh wait,
of,
are you talking about my mother?
I just noticed that bug guy down there reacting to you there. Speaking of aggro, did you ever in Anne Orlando in Dark Souls?
Yeah.
Did you ever accidentally lead one of those gargoyles into the blacksmith's room? And then,
Oh God.
oh,
That's so dangerous.
he's like he's the best blacksmith in the game.
Yeah.
And they put him right next to where there's live enemies.
Yeah.
And they constantly follow you into the room.
Oh man.
And he's gigantic, this blacksmith character. And he's so easy to hit accidentally. And if you hit him, he will be mad at you for the rest of the game and not blacksmith any of your things.
Yeah.
Unless you pay some ludicrous amount of souls, or whatever it is, to...
Souls.
Yeah, to like... free you of your sins. Like, you know the guy in the chapel area? That will absolve your sins? I think it's something I think it's something like your level times 2,000.
Yeah.
It's retarded. I think it might have been patched since. But anyway, when I did it, I had to pay some insane amount of souls to get him to de-aggro.
Yeah.
So I could actually like upgrade the higher end weapons. I had to grind in that spot in the forest for pretty much a whole night to get it.
Oh yeah.
It was about 4 or 5 hours of straight soul grinding.
God.
Just to undo what I did with the blacksmith. It's awful.
And the Souls games have auto saving too, so you can really
you can't.
yeah.
What's done is done.
Yeah. That's good and bad in a way. Like, good in the way that, you're careful.
Well, yeah, it makes you, not... Well, it makes you careful.
Yeah.
You know, it's like... Dark Souls and Demon Souls are the best survival horror games released in, like, 10 years.
Yeah.
Like, they really are. Like, because it just makes you afraid to do things. It just makes you afraid because of the mechanics.
Yeah.
And how easy it is to get screwed over forever.
Uh-huh.
Like, I've never... It's one of the only games in a long time to actually make me have that reaction where I walk into a room and then get scared and walk out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nope. And then just go back where you came from as fast as you can.
Oh, yeah.
Constantly. And that's great.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, I never had that happen, only because I was extremely careful, not to, let the gargoyles in there, because after you mentioned that it happened to you.
Yeah. Oh.
And you didn't... Because of that, you couldn't get any of the shitty boss weapons.
Yeah, I couldn't do anything. I had to wait all the way till I could, grind up enough souls, and it was like...
Oh, shit. God.
You know, I'm complaining about a night of grinding now. Imagine all those people in WoW.
Oh, yeah.
They'd just laugh at that.
Uh-huh.
They'd be like, I've grinded for blah 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 60 days straight. I had to convert my computer chair into a toilet. Straight wolf grinding. So many wolves. I killed 18 billion wolves in WoW. Well, I didn't, of course, but I mean, you know what I mean. Anyone that's played WoW and is watching this probably has grinding methods way beyond that of killing wolves.
Yeah. Well, there's a point where it doesn't, weaker enemies don't give you experience anymore.
At all?
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose the math would work out like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
It could only go to so many fractions of an experience point until it was just rendered to zero.
Yeah.
Or effectively zero.
That's why the South Park episode where they grind it to maximum level by killing boars in the first area is impossible. I just thought of that right out of nowhere.
You know, that renders that episode shallow and pedantic.
Yeah, I know.
Much like the rest of the series.
Uh-huh.
I never got everyone's love for South Park. After, like, a certain season, like, I just kind of... What was it, like, season 9 or something? I just kind of started to get that feeling like they were out of ideas, and they were just looking... You know, it's ripped from the headlines, I think it's called.
Yeah.
You know, every episode is just whatever's happening at the time.
I know. And
it's just kind of...
You know, despite that, though,
I never liked that.
Mm-hmm. Despite that, though, like, I think it's one of the best, methods of satire I've ever seen. Just that series in general. But, you know, and eventually, I think they realized that that was its strong point, and they made, they designed the show to be 100% satire. Just everything's always making fun of something that's happening recently.
I hate that because I don't know what's happening.
I guess.
So how can I understand? You can even detect that in SpongeBob. It gets
really stupid too.
Like if you really look closely at the meta themes in SpongeBob, you can even notice it. In the very most recent episodes, it's awful. Like pop culture seeping in. Yeah, it's terrifying.
You don't want pop culture anywhere.
Really. No, you don't.
Like it sort of ruined The Simpsons, and
it's
like it ruined South Park for you.
You know what it is? It's that idea. Like, if Simpsons became a vehicle to make new pop culture like it did in the 90s.
Yeah.
And now all it's doing is playing on pop culture that's already there.
Yeah.
It's like it's killing itself because it can't survive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's the kind of thing where Facebook is great, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if everybody uses Facebook all the time to see what everybody else is doing, and everybody's on Facebook, then Facebook has been rendered useless. Because the only thing you can have for your status is that you're on Facebook.
Yeah. Sometimes
You ever think of that?
Sometimes I imagine that that's what people do. They stay on Facebook for 8 hours a day and talk to others about how they're enjoying being on Facebook, and
because nothing can be happening.
Telling their friends about how their other friends are enjoying being on Facebook because they heard that another friend is on Facebook. That must be what's going on.
Well, it's a loop. It's the same thing with having a show about pop culture that was once a pop culture icon uniquely in itself. Like, you can't rip off itself. Unless you're The Simpsons, and you do all the time, which they basically have like plot point per plot point remakes of old episodes at this point.
Yeah.
Do you notice that?
That's kind of stupid.
Well, that's what I mean.
Well, it's not really that stupid because, like, at this point, there's no way they can avoid it.
Yeah. See, and
one sliver of help.
You know what that comes from? It comes from not evolving and instead just, stooping down to the level of just stealing pop shit.
Yeah.
And not creating your own universe anymore.
Ugh. Speaking of not evolving, the South Park, like, well, anyway, did you see the Human Sentai pad?
No.
That.
I can imagine it's something to do with the human centipede, though.
Yeah, it's about a human centipede that Steve Jobs was creating to interface with the iPad. That's about it.
Yeah, it just sounds like a jamble of pop culture items.
Yeah, it is.
Well, if we
it pissed me off so much when I saw it.
Just kind of throw it together.
I had to watch it too when I found out about it because it's just, jeez. Yeah, that's their lowest point, I think. Human Sentai pad. Yeah, and I don't watch it anymore, but
well, if you were smart, you would have stopped watching it like 8 years ago.
Well,
a long time ago, and saw what was going to happen eventually, and just quit. But that's the kind of similar idea to not playing Metroid Prime because you're waiting for the Wii trilogy. Whatever, I'll just wait 7 years and get it on the Wii. And then laugh at everyone because how far ahead of the curve you were.
That's not going to make any sense to the viewers.
I know.
Okay.
The person playing this game doesn't own a single Metroid Prime game. So you don't have a single Metroid Prime game at all.
No.
And your perfect chance to get them all in one bundle was on the trilogy on the Wii, and you didn't take up that offer.
I didn't care enough.
Well, coming from the person who
still
still enjoys South Park in 2012, there's what his opinion means.
2009. Come on.
Okay.
But
alright.
God, I care about certain things at certain times.
Alright.
I think it's a symptom of ADHD.
Okay.
There, I blame that.
I cut that out of the last video when you said that because I thought it wasn't nice to reveal to the world. And now it's embedded in a conversation. So how can I cut that without ruining it?
Everyone has some kind of disorder, you know. Like we're both autistic.
Alright, well the world's gonna know now. There you go. Everybody knows now. Everybody have fun. Laugh and cornhole it up.
Whatever. No, it's not. Oi. What was I talking about?
Cornhole.
Yeah, cornhole. Anyway, like there's this hole, like somewhere in Arizona. There's this hole where they store corn, and it keeps it fresh for years at a time. It's like some kind of miracle. Scientists can't explain
And
it.
do they actually call it the cornhole?
Yeah, they call it the cornhole.
Wow.
It's kind of stupid, but
That is simply amazing.
it's beautiful, isn't it? You know, not even knowing for sure that it exists.
Is that like that idea
Come on!
when scientists discovered that you could put pencils in the fridge to keep them sharp longer?
What? Is that
It's true.
Holy shit.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't think... It's one of those things scientists have probably never thought to try because, you know, their reputation was at stake. But, who knows? Maybe it's real. They just never bothered to figure out if it was. You know? It's the scientific dogma.
Oh, shit!
It's like how scientists at one point didn't think to dig lower than a certain layer of dirt to find things because they already had it pre-established in their mind that humans weren't around then.
Oh, yeah.
So they wouldn't dig there because they didn't believe that it could be possible. So that's the dogma of the scientific community, and they didn't want to look beyond that narrow view to really discover the new frontiers of human history and all that. But a similar thing, was it Galileo that invented the telescope?
Yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, did you know that when he invented that telescope, noblemen and other scientists at the time refused to look through it because they didn't believe it could let you see space?
Yeah.
You know that? They honestly
I'm not surprised.
believed that it couldn't work, so they would not look. And, you know, you think people have advanced beyond that point, but they really haven't.
Yeah.
You know, there's scientists that...
Oh my god! Damn it!
There's
retarded.
there's scientists at scientific summits and conventions that when told there's a UFO outside, they won't leave to go look.
Oh, yeah.
They're not even interested in figuring out if it's there. Even if it is, it doesn't matter if it's real or not. They don't want to know. Because it would risk their reputation if there was something they didn't understand like that.
Oh, yeah.
And that's kind of sad.